Hello, my name's Michael, and I'm here today in Brookwood Cemetery, about 25 miles from London. And I want to introduce you to a very good friend of mine, Abdullah Yusuf Ali. Abdullah Yusuf Ali was born in Gujarat in India in 1872 and died in London in the 1950s. Yusuf, his education started with his mother, who taught him to read the Holy Quran. And he went on to actually become a hafiz of the Quran. That is, he could recite the Quran from memory, from beginning to end. And from there, he went to a regular school where he learned English, became fluent in English, Arabic, Persian, Urdu, Gujarati, of course. And he was so clever, he won a scholarship to Cambridge where he studied law. And then he got a prestigious position in the Indian Civil Service. His life wasn't a happy one, unfortunately. He married an English lady in Bournemouth, where I come from, in fact, and he had 3 children. But he pursued his career in India, and his marriage fell apart. In fact, his wife had a child out of wedlock. Abdullah Yusuf Ali divorced his wife and left his children in the care of governesses, and they grew to despise him. He married again, and that marriage didn't work out either. Throughout his career, he wrote numerous books and pamphlets, but he's most famous for the Quran. And the Quran was a labour of love for him, but it came to fruition in a time of Great Depression for him. And I'll read, he actually outlines this in the introduction to this copy here. Now, I'll just read it to you. A man's life is subject to inner storms far more devastating than those in the physical world around him. In such a storm, and the bitter anguish of a personal sorrow which nearly unseated my reason and made life seem meaningless, a new hope was born out of a systematic pursuit of my long-cherished project. Watered by tears, my manuscript began to grow in depth and earnestness, not in bulk. I guarded it like a secret treasure, and it really is a secret treasure. I came across it in the 1980s when I knew very little about Islam. The Iranian Revolution had taken place in Iran, but Iran could have been on another planet as far as I was concerned. From the media, I understood Islam to be about punishing people and so on. But then I came across this copy, and Abdullah Yusuf Ali, this man who was shaped by the Quran, he referred to me as dear and gentle reader. And he referred to English poetry in his footnotes. And he refers to the Hindu scriptures and so on. And the depth of knowledge in the footnotes and in his commentaries, you know, the story of the Queen of Sheba, for example, he refers to history books about all of that mythology. And it really is a deep dive into this book, and, you know, it swallowed me up. Abdullah Yusuf Ali, unfortunately, when he, in old age, he found himself in London, and he was living at the Liberal Club. But he was really a loner at this time, kind of tormented by his family and, you know, life's regrets. And he was found on a doorstep by the police. He was put into hospital, and he died shortly after that. And he almost received a pauper's grave. But, you know, the Pakistani government arranged for him to be buried in Brookwood Cemetery, and here he lies here. May Almighty God have mercy on him, and may he have mercy on us.